Hey, Nurse Jackie here. So there's this one topic that I really wanted to discuss. It was asked by someone from Tumblr called Iamemmajay, and it's a really, really good topic. I'm sure that a lot of you guys are thinking this and have questions about it also. So here goes. Hello, Nurse Jackie. Well, for as long as I can remember, I was always interested in medicine and the human body. I always thought of studying to be a doctor, but I think I finally decided nursing is for me. The one thing that worries me, and it sounds so silly, but I've heard nurses are always really nasty to students and new nurses. Is it true that nurses really eat their young? It sounds silly, I know, but it's always on my mind. I would just love to hear your experiences. So, yes and no. It really all depends on where you work. Cross your fingers that you work with a really good group of nurses and doctors. Otherwise, yes, it is true. Again, it really depends on where you work. You can be on a unit full of like amazing, great nurses that all they want to do is help you, and they're so positive and encouraging and motivating. While you can work on a unit where all the nurses are pretty much bitches, excuse my language, and all they do is they yell at you for everything and they don't want to help you. And then you can be on a unit that's a mix of different people. Some are really nasty and others are really nice. So, it really all depends. I kind of got lucky because my unit is really good for the most part. A lot of them are willing to help. There are some that are older that if you do something wrong, they may get on your case and yell at you and tell you, like, you should know what you're doing. But this is usually only when they have a bad day. And it's just like you just let it roll off your back. You don't let it bother you at all. Don't be afraid of it. I always say you just have to be strong. You can't let it bother you. I know there's this one nurse that I work with. She's actually a really good friend of mine, and she's very, very emotional. Once someone yells at her for some little thing, she cries all the time. Everything just gets to her and hurts her, and you can't be like that. You have to be strong. You will come across people that are going to be nasty to you, whether it be nurses that you work with, doctors, patients, patient families, anyone you walk by the street. There's going to be someone that's going to be nasty to you, and it's something very constant with nursing. If it's not a nurse, it will be the patient. If it's not the patient, it will be a family member, a visitor. You're going to come across it, and you just cannot let it bother you. You have to stay strong, you have to stand guard, and you just have to do what you have to do. As far as nurses being nasty to students, some can, and some are and some aren't. A lot of them do forget that they were once nursing students before, and I have seen that they can be pretty nasty to students. And you know what? At first, when I was a nursing student, I never understood it. Like, how could you possibly be nasty to them when you were there at one time? But then I was actually put in that position. I was the nurse, and I had a nursing student, and I kind of understood. I mean, I would never be nasty with them or anything like that, because I was in that position not too long ago, and plus I just love to teach and help people, so I'm never nasty. But I can see how, other nurses don't like students. It's because we have a lot of things to do as a nurse. We have tons of things. We have to be, really good time management, and we like to stay on schedule. Having a nursing student kind of pulls us back and slows us down and can mess up our schedule. And then having a nursing student constantly there following you, asking you, oh, what can I do? Oh, what is this? What is that? What are you doing? Can I do this? Sometimes it can get very overwhelming. It's just like, leave me alone. Let me do what I have to do. I can't stop and explain to you every single thing, So I get it. I get why they are nasty, but I just think a lot of nurses they don't know how to deal with it, and they're very overwhelmed. So at the same time, as nursing students, you guys have to understand that too. Nurses are overwhelmed, and then, already by just their schedule in the day and what they have to do for the day with their patients, and then adding you on top of it, it's a lot. So just the next time that a nurse does treat you nasty or bad like that, just keep that in mind. Don't take it personal. I don't think that they mean to be mean. Some do because they're just assholes like that. Again, excuse my French. But it's the harsh truth, and again, you just cannot let it bother you. I've had a few nurses where I work, be really nasty to me. I'll ask a question, and they say, oh, you should know this by now. Like, why don't you know it? Because I don't know everything, That's what I tell them. I don't know everything. I'm sorry that you know everything and I don't. I'm still starting out. I'm still pretty new. Give me a break. That's it. Or sometimes I just don't even say a word. I just walk away. Like, thanks for your help, and walk away. That's it. Go ask someone else for help. Once you start working on a unit, you learn everyone's personalities, and you know who you can go to for help and who you shouldn't, and who has an attitude and who doesn't. You'll learn all those things, and you'll be fine. You need to make a promise with yourself that you will not become that way. You need to make a promise that you won't be like that you won't let them affect you, you won't let them affect your day, because then when you let them affect your day, it affects you and your performance, which in turn affects the patient, and you don't want to do that. So just ignore it, be strong, do what you have to do. They don't want to help you, go to someone else. That's it. And then if they're really nasty to you and they continue to just pick on you, what you need to do is go to the chain of authority. Yes, go to the charge nurse. She doesn't help you out, go to the nurse manager. She doesn't help out, the nursing supervisor. You keep going up the chain until someone does something about it. That's pretty much it. But so yeah, just stay strong. Don't let it bother you. You're a nurse for a reason. You got your degree. You passed the NCLEX for a reason. Now you just need to prove it to them and shove it in their face. But anyway, I hope this helps you guys. Bye. Good luck.